In a world of repetitive Hollywood big-budget movies and predictable plots, two unconventional movie critics have been shunned by the very industry they are trying to save simply because of their views.
Essentially blackballed from filmmaking for not working the Hollywood system.
Mired in controversy.
Blacklisted from the entertainment industry. Ostracized for simply doing their job.
Now, with no press credentials and no access to advanced screenings, the critters are forced to critique the only movie content made available.
Hold it. What do you got us doing now?
New movie previews.
This wasn't in my contract. Yep. Lamest idea ever.
Murray Marmot and Rocco Raccoon. They're taking back the streets, one preview at a time. You're watching the Hollywood Funk Pre-Review Show.
Welcome to an Independence Day edition of the Hollywood Funk Pre-Review Show. I'm Rocco Raccoon. I'm Murray Marmot. Say, Murray, looks like you're decked out in some HF gear. You got that right, Rocco. And this stuff makes me irresistible. So where did you get the hat? Got it from the HF online store. Got me the employee discount. You know, I think you got a hat size too big. No, it looks cool. Are you sure? Because it looks like it's gonna fall off your head. Lay off, Grandpa. I don't need you cramping my style. Oh yeah, which reminds me, right now at the HF store, everybody gets the employee discount. So I didn't get any special treatment. You're special to me, Murray. Oh yeah? Well, you got worms. And you drag your butt across the carpet when you walk. Yeah, well, you're a glutton. And you got buck teeth. You eat out of the garbage. Hole digger. Tree hugger.
With Independence Day fast approaching, things are starting to heat up in Tinseltown. Did we use that same one last week? What do I care? They don't pay me enough.
Our first contender is Warner Brothers Pictures' The Legend of Tarzan, a movie based on the original books by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Tarzan finds his way back to the jungle, only to be double-crossed into a deadly adventure, forcing him to do battle with man and beast alike. Looks really cool, except for that whole stampede, and that fight between Tarzan and the ape. What was wrong with the fight scene? Come on, he would get his face torn off. He did wrestle apes in the book. Maybe superhuman, not superhero. Do you know what a full-grown baboon can do to a man in the wild? Or a chimp. Right, or raccoons. I'm just saying we should give old Taz a few love taps, with the, ugly stick. Well, I don't know. My point is, don't make Tarzan out to be such a pretty boy. I'm going to have to give this one a blank stare emoji. Seems like this will be heavy on the eye candy and thin on good dialogue. But we're seeing on the big screen. I want this movie to be good. I really do, but it won't. Like what you said about the eye candy. I'm stealing that. I'm giving this preview a not amused emoji. Thinking that watching this one might be like taking eye candy from a baby. What does that even mean? You shouldn't give candy to babies. Our next contender is Universal Pictures' The Purge election year. A movie that was so bad, they made a sequel. And that sequel was so bad, they thought it'd be funny to make yet a third movie. I really tried to get behind the concept of the Purge series, but the plot just left me with so many what-ifs. Like, what if people started banding together in groups and defending themselves? Or what if you had to be in charge of the cleanup the next day? But in the end, it is what it is. A simple slasher movie. Slasher movies don't have good plots that make sense. They have bad actors who get knocked off in an orderly fashion. The kiddies like being scared out of their seats. They don't care why it's happening. What if you just rented a sailboat for a day and hung offshore until everything blew over? Good one, Rocco. I'm giving the Purge election year a patriotic no thank you emoji. Kids, spend your hard-earned money on something worthwhile this holiday weekend. Like fireworks. Murray. What? Oh, and don't give any fireworks to babies. I can't imagine this movie will be anything more than a violent 2-hour costume party. One that you'll bore of soon after you arrive. This one gets my rare get lost tongue emoji. Finally is Disney Pictures' The BFG. A movie about this big you better let me take this one. Based on the 1982 book by Ronald Dahl, The BFG follows a noble giant who befriends a little girl. The two set out to save the human world from a bunch of man-eating giants. I give this preview a skeptical straight-faced emoji. I think Disney took on a tough task of trying to bring BFG to the big screen. I wasn't gonna say what you thought I was gonna say. I get big Murray. Friendly giant, a massive intrigued emoji. Being a marmot quite large in stature and presence myself, I can relate to such intimidating creatures. I know your ego couldn't be any bigger.
Time to tally our votes and see who this week's winner is.
Hey, Murray, look what wardrobe gave me. What? You got a free hat? How does it look? Looks like I'm sitting next to a big dummy with a hat on. We'll see you next week.